Comet NEOWISE, the star with a million secrets, an educational cosmic tale for curious. Ever looked up at the night sky and seen something so mysterious, so ancient, that it made you feel like time had stopped? In the summer of 2020, something rare blazed across Earth's Giza, glowing celestial visitor from the edge of our solar system. A comet with a shimmering tail so bright, people could see it with their own eyes, even without a telescope. Its name, NEOWISE. But what if I told you this wasn't just a frozen ball of dust and ice flying through space? What if NEOWISE was a cosmic storyteller traveler, carrying ancient messages, whispering forgotten myths from every corner of the Earth? Come with me, stargazer. Let's follow the trail of this mighty comet through science, stories, and stars. Let's discover why, across thousands of years, humans from every land looked up and said, "That is not just a rock, is a sign." Chapter 1. Meet Comet NEOWISE. Comet NEOWISE. Comet NEOWISE, officially named C, was discovered on March 27, 2020, by NASA's NEOWISE space telescope. It came from the outer reaches of our solar system, a distant region known as the Oort cloud, which lies beyond the orbit of Pluto. It traveled for thousands, perhaps millions of years to reach us, slingshotting around the sun in a long, icy orbit. When it got close enough, the sun's heat made it glow, forming a massive tail of gas and dust that stretched for millions of kilometers. People all over the world saw it with a naked eye, an experience so rare that the last time a comet this bright appeared was Comet Hale-Bopp in 1997. Key facts: it was about 5 kilometers wide. It had a dust tail and an ion-tailored double stream of glowing material. It won't return for nearly 6,800 years. But why did it matter so much? Why did people stop, look up, and whisper stories into the night? Chapter 2. The Comet of Omens. Ancient beliefs from around the world, long before science explained comets. Ancient cultures saw them as messages from the gods, harbingers of change, or portals between worlds. Ancient Rome and Greece, in the time of Julius Caesar, comets were thought to carry souls of emperors into the heavens. One famously appeared just after Caesar's assassination, and many believed it was his spirit ascending to become a god. China. Chinese astronomers called comets broom stars, and carefully recorded their appearance for thousands of years. To them, comets foretold major events, both good and bad, like wars, earthquakes, or the rise of new dynasties. India. In Vedic texts, comets were associated with a shadowy celestial force linked to karma, eclipses, and spiritual awakening. They were seen as powerful omens, connected to the cosmic balance of energy. Middle East. In Mesopotamian tablets, comets were fire stars that signaled messages from Ishtar, the goddess of love and war. Babylonian astrologers feared comets, believing they brought doom to kings or divine warnings. Indigenous Americas. The Maya carved comets into stone, associating them with godly messages. The Navajo called comets tailed stars, often interpreting them as powerful spirits crossing the sky. Each culture saw in the comet what they most feared, or most hoped for. Chapter 3. What is a comet, really? Modern science gives us a clearer view. A comet is a dirty snowball made of ice, dust, rock, and frozen gases. When it nears the sun, it heats up, releasing gas and dust to form a tail. It can have 2 tails, a dust tail and an ion tail, which points away from the sun. But here's the coolest part. Comets are time travelers. They contain some of the oldest material in the solar system, like ancient space fossils. By studying them, we learn what the solar system was like 4.6 billion years ago. Chapter 4. Legends Reborn. The Thales, NEOWISE, might tell. Let's imagine that NEOWISE is a cosmic bard, singing the myths it heard on its way from South America, the comet serpent. In ancient Incan tales, a fiery serpent slithered across the sky. It brought fertility to the land, its glowing tail seeding the clouds with rain. Elders would whisper, when the serpent returns, the earth will awaken. From Mongolia, the sky rider, nomads spoke of a celestial rider on a glowing horse. When the comet galloped across the stars, it meant great warriors would rise to defend the land from darkness. From Polynesia, the ocean flame, islanders in the Pacific watched comets and believed there were sacred fires traveling over the sea, guiding lost spirits back to their ancestors. From Siberia, the star that speaks, shamans believed comets were talking stars, speaking in dreams to those wise enough to listen. NEOWISE, in their vision, would be a cosmic messenger of rebirth. Chapter 5. NEOWISE and the Future of Space. The NEOWISE telescope wasn't just lucky, it was built to find potential threats, like asteroids or comets on a path toward Earth. In discovering Comet NEOWISE, it showed how humanity is now watching the stars with both wonder and caution. And scientists got a treasure trove of data. They studied its composition, measured its orbital arc, captured some of the clearest images ever of a comet tail. It also inspired millions of people stuck indoors during a global pandemic to look up and reconnect with the cosmos. Chapter 6. A Goodbye and a Promise. NEOWISE disappeared in August 2020, drifting back into the black beyond. It won't be seen again until the year 8786. But its visit reminded us of something essential. We are not alone in the universe. We are part of a cosmic story written in light, ice, fire, and time. So the next time a comet streaks across your sky, don't just take a picture, make a wish, whisper a legend, start a story, because maybe, just maybe, the stars are listening. Bonus chapter. Fun facts. For future stargazers, NEOWISE traveled at 40 miles per second. You could see it best in early July 2020, just before sunrise or after sunset. It was named after the NEOWISE mission, part of NASA's WISE spacecraft repurposed to detect near-Earth objects. It had a tail over 10 million miles, long nearly 40 times the distance from Earth to the Moon. English, thank you. Spanish, gracias Cindy. Portuguese, obrigado, obrigada. Arabic, Bengali, Russian, Japanese, arigato. Punjabi, German, danke. French, merci. Urdu, Turkish, teşekkürler. Vietnamese, CMO. And Korean, Japanese, maternoan. Telugu, Italian, Tagalog and Filipino, salamat.